Chris Bourke, how's life?
It's good, you know. I had a good Christmas and now got a big fight coming up, so life's good.
This is it. Look, this is why we're here. You were talking about, I want more belts, I want bigger fights, and this is it. British title, huh?
Yeah, can't get any better in England or Great Britain.
So it's March the 11th, and it's Marc Leach in the opposite corner. What do we know about him?
Good fighter. I think he's had 2 eliminators. He's beat Kazashvak, who was an Olympian, and Thomas Asomba in their eliminators. And everyone knows Asomba's a tricky opponent, so it's going to be a good fight.
Is this one of those where, because he's obviously, as you say, he's a good fighter, and he's coming up well, and he's got a good record, good people on his record. You're a good fighter, you're coming up. Is this sort of thing where you'd only really do it for the British title? Yeah,
I mean, the British title makes sense. He's earned his shot at the British title. I believe I'm above British level, and this is a fight that makes sense. It's a fight that I think people are going to be excited about, and it's a 50-50.
Yeah, it's one of them. Like, who do you feel, looking at it, who do you think's got the better wins? Who's got the better resume out of you two?
I mean, his 2 best wins are Ashfaq and Asomba, and my last 3 fights have been Rama Beletsa, Ramez Mahmood, and Beach Jr. So, in terms of maybe amateur experience, he's probably him because he's got Ashfaq on his record, who was an Olympian.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think there's much in it, to be honest.
You're fighting a guy then, again, who most people wouldn't just choose to fight. You're doing it, British titles on the line. Rama Beletsa was another one where most people wouldn't choose to fight, and you saw what happened in that fight.
Oh, he's made a mistake there. Gets hit by a big left hand from Bourke. And has he got up too quickly? He's got a smile on his face, but that was an absolute peach of a shot from Chris Bourke, and we didn't get too much warning that that was on its way. And forces him back across the ring on very unsteady legs, and he's looking to finish it again here, Bourke. Ian John Lewis watching on. Bourke has him down. Rama Beletsa down for the 2nd time, and it might be that Ian John Lewis will have seen enough. He'll have a very, very close look, and indeed, he says enough is enough, and that is absolutely a statement performance from Chris Bourke against a very, very experienced man. He has absolutely nailed him there in that 2nd round.
Could we see a similar sort of outcome here?
100%. Anyone I hit clean's going. I genuinely believe I'm the biggest puncher in the super bantamweight division. It's just about getting my timing right, getting my sharpness there, and just executing the game plan.
Where does it come from? Because I was reading, you don't really do any weights or anything like that. You're not really big into your deadlifts and your chest presses and all of that sort of stuff. Where does it come from, Chris?
I'm just blessed with it. I don't know. It must be technique or something, but I just know when I land, it's got power.
When did you find out?
When I was 15, I was knocking out grown men that were like 3, 4, 5 weight classes above me as an amateur. I feel like I've always had it. Yeah.
I was reading the other day, Chris, that when you were a kid, and this is probably how you got into boxing, you were getting into fights at school. Now I'm talking to you now, you look like the most laid-back guy. How were you getting into rucks at school?
Well, when I was really young, I used to have anger issues. I used to have to like go and see someone. Like I had proper anger issues, so maybe I'm just too mellow now. But yeah. I mean, at school I was never naughty, but you know, I was mischievous, and yeah, I'd get into the odd fight every now and then. I just had lots of energy. Yeah.
So someone told you you've got anger issues, or you fully accepted?
No, it's when I was really young. Yeah, my mum had to go and take me to someone.
Really?
Yeah, I was a little shit.
You'd never think that.
No, yeah. Now, but I think that's why I'm so mellow now.
You've gone completely the opposite way. Yeah. Do you think that angry little fella's in there somewhere?
Oh, 100%. When I get in the ring, he comes out.
Yeah. So tell us more about that then, the whole Chris Bourke's journey into boxing. Was it because of these fights at school?
It's hard to say. You know, I started boxing when I was 15. I've just turned 27.
Happy birthday.
Cheers. Yeah, we had a close family friend, Gary Mason, who's I think, you know, a good heavyweight fighter.
Yeah.
So he was always sort of knew about boxing, but never thought I'd really do it. And then just one day out of the blue, one of my mates from school said he's going to a boxing gym, and just asked if I wanted to go. And it was like a day when we had PE, so I had all my kit with me. So I was like, yeah, sweet, I'll go with you. Went with him after school one day and just got the boxing bug and fell in love with it there and then, really. Sort of started sparring the first week, and within 6 months I had my first fight.
You just knew?
Just felt right. Just felt like that's what I should do.
Tell me more about the Gary Mason thing. So how did that all work? So he was a close family friend?
Yeah, he was just a close family friend. So he was like my niece's godfather. just I think a close friend of my mum's and just my family for a long time. So he was always sort of around when I was young.
Did he ever talk to you about boxing?
Do you know what? Yeah, I did. I can't really remember too much of it, to be honest. He passed away a few years back. But, yeah, he was obviously a big figure around boxing. So if anyone ever saw him, they'd speak about boxing. So I knew. He came to a couple of my amateur fights. Yeah.
Well, that must have been nice. He's unmissable, really, isn't he? Big Gary Mason.
Yeah, big lump.
So sparring, who are you looking to spar for this fight then? I mean, he's got a tricky, awkward style, hasn't he?
He has, you know, he's a bit of a counter puncher. His record doesn't really say it, but I think he's got a bit of a dig to him. To be honest, with the sparring, we're just looking for sort of southpaws, and I think Martin's racking his brains about who we can get, so I've left that to Martin, really. I'm not too sure who's going to come down.
He's one of these guys, Marc Leach. He seems to have done everything the hard way, and you know he's had to fight about 10 eliminators to get this shot, to get to where he is now. I keep hearing he doesn't talk a lot. I keep hearing that, you know, you're quite a mellow guy as well, that the press conference could be the worst ever. Tell me that I'm wrong.
Oh, you're wrong. It definitely won't be the worst ever.
It's a big one. It's the British title. What happens after that?
I mean, it opens up so many doors, doesn't it? Win the British, I'm there. I'd like to get the European and move on from there, but I mean, who knows? I've just got to win this British and just go from there, really. It's hard. It's important to not look past it, to be honest.
I hear you. I've got to get your thoughts on the rest of the division, though. I mean, the division's looking so hot right now. Even just within Queensberry, you look at Jason Cunningham, British, Commonwealth, European. Obviously, right now he's going to vacate the British. You would imagine. Brad Foster has lost his title, wants it back. You've got Liam Davis, who's coming up from bantamweight. He's got some sort of WBC bauble at the weight. And you've got a nutter in Liverpool called Andrew Kane as well. Where do you see yourself fitting into all of this mix?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? Like you said, it's a good division to be in. But I believe I'm number one out of all of them ones. I just believe I'm the best super bantam in the country.
You take a Jason Cunningham fight tomorrow?
100%, yeah. If I won the British and he still has the European, that's the fight I want next. Yeah.
Well, you said it with your chest. You said it like you mean it. It's exactly what we need to hear. Any final words ahead of March 11th, Chris?
Just tune in. It's going to be an exciting fight. It's going to be fireworks. I'm looking forward to it.
And you're headlining.
And I headline. I can't wait, man.
Hey, first time, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, it's what I've wanted to do since turning pro. Headline a show live on BT Sport and the Frank Warren card. It's massive.
Good man. Good luck.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.